All right, hello and welcome everyone to the very first CEVO Season 3 match in the ticketed client. It's a special night, I suppose. I'm Helium, with me is Orbit, and we've got a best of one show match here between Faded and Phantoms Esports, but they're rocking that Nicolas Cage tag right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, looking forward to some sweet show matches tonight. The first couple of games for the ticket. You can see the ticket up in the top left. It's pretty cheap up on the Dota store right now. You guys should definitely pick it up. Lots of definitely high value games in the upcoming Season 3. But for now, we do have two really top teams playing against each other. We did see Hotaru's team, now obviously tagged up as Team Cage. We saw them last night, I believe.
Yeah,
and they played pretty well.
Phantoms versus Fagos. I would have bet my rares on Fagos going into that, but Phantoms did take the win last night. And then after this game, of course, we've got Orbit and his team. Mike Chandota will be going up against Fagos after this, so hopefully, if everything goes well. So two best of ones in store for you tonight. Well, I guess you're not watching Incline if you don't have the ticket. So if you're on the stream, make sure to check it out. The ticket is $1.99. I believe it comes with a random item set, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, let's step into the bans as we see some common ones. Batrider as well as the OD and the Naga taking the fall thus far.
Radiant team ban.
Yep. It is a show match, so I'm hoping to see some pretty sweet picks. But of course, pretty standard bans for the time being. Wisp going to be the last ban there. Kind of the two bans you would see from second pick 2 or 3 months ago. Now things are happening, things are a lot more different now with Abaddon being in the pool, and it's actually going to be snatched up first for Team Faded there. So definitely want to get their hands on that.
Yeah, and they do have a Jabano there, number one Abaddon player, NA, even though he's from Sweden, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, he definitely counters a lot of... I don't know if he counters Batrider, but he makes playing Batrider definitely a lot more difficult. The Aphotic Shield is so good. And now that he's in the game, I mean, we see Batrider, he's let through a lot more often. We see him more often, and sometimes he's not even picked up, which is interesting, as we see Hotaru's. I always said Hotaru's. I guess maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I'm just guessing there.
He goes with the Elder Titan, who is a very strong hero, working his way into the Captain's Mode scene since he got added here into Dota 2. And then, of course, Visage going to be picked up there.
Yeah, Elder Titan, a really strong hero. I mean, it gets really powerful with Astral Spirit maxing, as well as Natural Order, which is the general mid build, which we have talked about before. I do believe this team does run it as a mid more often than an off lane, but it can be run as either, or even a solo safe in certain situations. For example, 1v1 up against the Darkseer, it does pretty well.
Yeah, it's definitely... I kind of like it more as the mid role, just because he's tanky. He's sort of hard to gank, and he will do well and get his levels up. I think he's a pretty more level-dependent hero than a farm-dependent hero. I've even seen, in some of the NEL games, I've even seen them take Elder Titan as the farming role in a tri-lane, and it kind of makes sense. Like, Astral's annoying. Natural Order makes everyone's spells hurt more, so... It can work out. It's a little interesting. As Theory, we see Abaddon and Weaver picked up. So the best buds will be added here again in this game.
Yep, that Weaver-Abaddon combo, it's the new coddled PL almost. It's just really tough to deal with, kind of annoying. You can run it as a dual off lane even to really nice effect. I've seen Abaddon Weaver dual lanes in a 2v3 situation get first bloods more than just once. So
yeah, so have I.
Yeah.
As we do have a lot more bans coming out, so some offlaners are going to be banned out. Really, I guess actually just the Darkseer here. They take out the Nyx, another still very high valued support there by Faded. As Hotaru's will be targeting the carry, so they take out the Anti-Mage as well as the Alchemist, and they're going to go with their own Troll Warlord here.
Yep, it's kind of like the new meta picks almost right now. Abaddon, Elder Titan, Troll. Those three heroes alone just kind of skyrocketed their pick percentage in the recent month or two.
And they were all added together, actually, along with poor old Centaur. We don't see a lot of him, do we?
He's a pretty good hero, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He is too. See how
people should definitely experiment with him.
See how they can work him in there. Maybe we'll see them. Maybe we'll see the Centaur from you guys here in the next game.
Maybe.
Faded going for the third pick, so it's not too uncommon to just grab the other support right here. I mean, you kind of have a very good sense that Abaddon and Weaver are going to be together in the lane, and then picking up another support. It's really no surprise what they're going to do with that anyways, so I don't think you miss out. As Faded does have the last pick, so they probably will save the mid for last, looking to pick up their offlaner, and yeah, there's the support, so likely just to see that aggressive. Could go defensive as well.
I mean, I don't think they have to worry that much about waiting on their mid pick because they do already know that Cage pretty much has one of their mids already. It's either going to be the Troll or the Elder Titan. Spiritbreaker pick up this RNG Central, basically, with the 2 bashes there, the Greater Bash as well as the Bash proc from Berserker's Rage on the Troll. Can get pretty annoying, especially coupled with Battle Trance. That ultimate really helps RNG heroes.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So a pretty aggressive lineup thus far. I mean, starting at level 3 with either... We'll probably go 1 in charge, 2 in the bash. No, probably... I don't know. It depends how you want to play it. Sometimes I think the extra speed from charge is nice. But either way, around level 3 is when Spiritbreaker can really get ganking. And of course, at level 6 with the Nether Strike Control with the Battle Trance, that's going to be a combo. Crystal Maiden, beware. She's not going to be a maiden much longer.
No. Oh, man.
That may have been borderline inappropriate.
It's okay. I'm sure appreciated. Puck is a really interesting mid lane pick here because I feel like it's not completely optimal against either Troll or Elder Titan. It'll be really nice in the mid game with the fights based around the Dream Coil and if it can get a really early blink. But in a Troll versus Puck lane, I feel like I would give the advantage to Troll Warlord. And Elder Titan can do pretty well against Puck as well. So, I don't know.
Yeah, basically the burst damage there from the Astral or the Whirling Axe's melee range is a lot for Puck to stand up to, and you can't really phase them because the Astral sticks around for a while. I mean, you're not dodging it with even level 4 phase shift probably, and same thing, the Whirling Axes stay whirling for a little bit, so Puck could have himself a hard mid lane against either of those heroes, as we see the Storm Spirit banned out, and Shadow Fiend. Theory is going to take out the Shadow Fiend mid lane.
Interesting that they're both banning mid heroes there. They could have... SF was a really smart pick because it couples really well with Troll, actually. So I really like that because I think it was this team that ran Troll safe. Is that correct? No, Fagos did against them, actually, right?
I can't remember. There's too many
I can't remember,
I've
yeah.
passed like 30 games in the last
week. Fair. But it was a Troll SF kind of dual core type lineup. That did a lot of work in the early to mid game, so they could be very worried about that potential timing. Because if you really look at their lineup right now, Faded has 3 very squishy heroes in the Weaver, the Crystal Maiden, as well as the Puck. Yes, they have the Abaddon there for kind of some extra additional support in terms of kind of improving your effective HP, but still, if you get bashed, if you get RNG'd, it's going to be a painful game.
Yeah, I mean, even Weaver, like, Spiritbreaker with the stun charge and the Nether Strike, plus 1 more person, like that's enough to take down Weaver pretty much immediately, even with time lapse up. So we'll see what they can get done. Of course, Abaddon is there. I mean, he'll be nice if he's sticking around anybody. Is now going for the last pick. So we are expecting here, I guess a mid or an off lane, maybe, or a support. I don't know. Their lineup's kind of ambiguous right now. I think they could do a lot with it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised with something like a Clockwork right now. I think that would be a really good pick for them. We'll see what they do, though, because, yeah, they have a lot right now that they can do. We'll see. Just bordering on 48 seconds now of their extra time left, so the draft going relatively quickly. Pretty standard heroes, though. I don't know, I'm trying to think of if any of these heroes are not picked too often, but maybe apart from Crystal Maiden.
Well,
they're gonna go for the Prophet.
Even Crystal Maiden gets scooped up pretty often these days. So they pick up the Nature's Prophet. Should be their offlaner, so expect... I think Spiritbreaker Visage or the support seer, Troll Warlord farming Elder Titan in the mid lane. Most likely what Phantoms is going to do. And looking for the offlaner on the side of Faded. So who is left? I mean, the Clockwork's left for them, and it's pretty good at shutting down Nature's Prophet, but of course Spiritbreaker can always charge in to aid the Furion, so we'll see if they decide to go for it.
Yep, there's a lot Faded can do here as well. They could run a safe dual lane, and I think that's what they're going to do, and then run an off-lane dual lane as well with the Weaver Abaddon. But I really like the Prophet here because, of course, the split push gets that much better with Battle Trance as well from Troll's ulti. So Troll's ulti is effectively helping just pretty much everyone on their team. Maybe not the Visage as much, but, I mean, Elder Titan with the extra damage from Astral Spirit.
Do Familiars get Battle Trance is a good question, maybe.
They already attack so fast anyways.
That's true, they do. Pew pew. But either way, let us introduce the team. So over here on the Dire, we've got Faded, farming all day, every day. Theory, the drafter, going to be taking the Weaver there into, yeah, probably that offlane duo lane like we were talking about. King Kraken going to be playing up on the Abaddon. Dimitri supporting behind that with the Crystal Maiden. We've got Rolo here, who will join no team, making it clear that he's a stand-in, even though he is on their roster for CEVO. But Rolo going to be heading mid with the puck, and then up top, oh, maybe it will actually just be a fully aggressive lane, as we have Jabano farming up the Nakes in the safe lane.
Yep. Over on the Radiant, Hotaru's going to be playing the Spear Breaker safe. He is going to be supporting. He has picked up sentries as well as smoke. What?
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, Viking playing the Troll Warlord. He starts with a Stout Shield and in melee. I guess the Visage as well going to finish up that tri lane there. He's going to pick up the Observer wards. So it looks like it could be a 3v3 lane here with the Crystal Maiden starting bottom. Could be... That's kind of surprising. I feel like I would give a huge advantage to the Radiant because I feel like their tri lane's just a lot stronger. In the mid lane, though, they do have Sneaks playing the Elder Titan. Did he get pulled? No, he did not. And finally, off lane, Andrew Riley, going to be playing the Nature's Prophet, starting with 3 Clarities, actually, so they might be expecting something like a safe duel, 2 dual lanes, or even a safe tri-lane by the Dire.
Yeah, so
but,
not going to be the
yeah,
case
this isn't
yet.
really a, yeah, it's not really a jungle build, though, so he wants to stay in lane.
He should do okay against the Nakes. I feel like if anyone will get a kill, it'll
Yeah.
probably be the Lifestealer. Open Wounds is good. But even saying that, I mean, you can just TP out of it once you get to level 2. And like you were saying, the lane as the way they're forming now, I think the Radiant do have a better advantage. The tri-lane looks stronger. They'd probably get more XP out of this if it was just a duo lane. Put the Crystal Maiden top to completely zone out this Nature's Prophet, force him out of the lane, and really just secure that free farm there for the Lifestealer.
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested in Jabano's items. He did start a Quelling Blade, Stout, and a Tango. What is going on in this chat? But, I mean, that's all he has for consumables. Yes, he does have Feast. He is a Lifestealer, but, I mean, Tango's up against the Harassment from Nature's Prophet, who's doing 55 damage per hit, as well as having the Treants on you. You're going to take a lot of damage there. He might need more consumables for this lane.
Yeah, maybe he'll get some bot up from the supports, or just buy him himself, which I guess isn't ideal, but he can ferry them out.
Did he only make 1 tree? I think he did.
No, there's... Oh yeah, I think he did off the first one there, as it
no, there it
will
is.
get
Okay.
cleaned up. There's 2 running to the top lane right now. I just don't know where the other tree is.
It's
It's
right
all
there.
the way up top, blocking the camp
Yeah.
off the... Well, nothing spawning yet, but it is there. Maybe trying to scout the lanes out.
So I am told.
And it may have
Yep.
seen Jabano. He was up there, like, in the trees, cutting them out with his Quelling Blade.
Yep. Interesting ward there for the pull spot. That's not going to block both, I don't think. I think only the Magic Bush does. 95% win rate. That's surprising.
Seems a
I
little
don't think that's true.
I think that seems a little steep. I don't know if we have an accredited statsman here, but either
No.
way, the lanes will form, so they know it's a tri-lane. Theory picks up the DD to start it off, so that's pretty nice for him to get some farm and hard denies there in the mid or the bot lane. And if we go over
That's
to
really
mid,
big.
we did already sort of talk about Puck could potentially have a hard time in this lane. Very squishy. The Astral Natural Order is definitely going to hurt quite a bit.
Yep, I think that's really big. The DD really helps them. For the first 45 seconds of this lane, pretty much, Weaver's going to have a massive advantage, going to be able to get pretty much every last hit. So he's going to start off nicely. And in a 3v3 lane, that's really big, like just shutting down the farm on the safe carry.
Yeah, we'll see if anything happens. I would have to expect the Dire here to just counter-initiate, since they have the Aphotic Shield there from the Abaddon. To just be annoying, I guess. Make sure someone survives. Of course, the damage is pretty nice as well. If we do go top, so we can see how this build from Jabano is paying off. He's 7-1 with the Stout as well as the Quelling Blade, so he's doing all right. He's not taking too much damage. Andrew Riley, he's getting XP, but Lifestealer doing well to contest the last hits in that lane, as well as get them.
Yep. Yep, I'd like to see him actually get an Orb of Venom. I think he can actually kill as soon as he gets his Orb of Venom from the side shop and just runs at the Prophet. Prophet can almost get if he gets 1 hit off. He's actually going for 2 in Feast on the Lifestealer, So that's what his plan is there.
Yeah, instead of the consumables, just keep up, keep attacking everything, get that HP back from Feast. It's a pretty good spell. Pretty annoying spell. And of course, open wounds as well. I mean, if he really needs HP, I guess he could open wounds a creep, but then you lose
yeah, that's
your mana. Probably not worth it. Want to save it for the kill there on the Prophet. So maybe he got the boots now. He does have the money for the Orb of Venom, but doesn't seem to be picking it up quite yet. Over to the mid lane Rolo, taking some damage, but the CS about even 5 denies for Rolo. So 8 and 5 to 7 and 1. Pretty contested mid lane. Both of these heroes should have a pretty big impact.
Yep. Sneak should be pretty happy though, keeping even in CS with the puck there. Is that sentry ward just out of range of the observer? That's really unfortunate.
Down here in the bottom
Over in
lane.
the bottom there. Yeah. The one that was just pinged, basically.
Yeah, it appears to be.
It's really close. They
It's
put the
close.
sentry there initially because there was an invis rune on the Spearbreaker and they saw him running towards the right up the river, but he actually looped up around and went back. So they weren't able to catch him. And actually, action on the bottom lane right now.
Yeah, the Crystal Nova goes out. Here's the Whirling Axis Theory. The Aphotic Shield to pop. Viking gets pretty low now. Hadaruz is on his own. Did use the charge Theory, though. Maybe going to go down Saguchi. He has it now. Will get out of there. Hadaruz will be the first blood. He drops. Dimitri picks it up there on the Crystal Maiden, and the items go out. So people have the ticket already. Big shout out to you guys. So that means there's people in game. And if you are in game, make sure to check out the stream as well. Twitch.tv/FMBPDota. Hopefully it's added to CEVO, and if you hear the Spangler, I had to get the teams together and ready for this, so you might want to add it to CEVO.com as well as you hear this. But the first blood goes for Faded. Barely. Theory able to escape.
Yeah, that was really close. It was kind of really aggressive, that Shikuchi, and because it was only level 1, it did have a 12
in
second
the mid
cooldown.
lane, Sneaks. The Astral
Sniped.
Natural Order is enough. Not even snipe. They were just staring each other down. I don't think Rolo realized it would do that much.
Yeah. Yeah, but there are 80 viewers right now in Dota TV, so a big shout out to all of you guys. Thanks so much for buying the ticket and keeping up with the North American Dota leagues. CEVO definitely an up-and-coming league for sure. Just entering Season 3 with these 2 show matches tonight. Gonna be a lot of fun.
It should be a lot of fun. And with some of the, actually, probably, maybe the 4 highest rated teams going into it. I don't know. I expect a lot here from Faded. I expect a lot from Phantoms, and then of course the next game, Fabulous Fagos. I can't put the real name on Twitch because it doesn't let me. As Jabano picks up a kill there, and then Mike Chandota, which is you guys, so should be some really good matches tonight. But of course there's a lot of good teams, so definitely check it out. As it's 2-1 for Faded, Jabano picks up the second kill. We miss it because I was rambling, but Nature's Prophet not able to TP out in time, it looks like, and we'll see if he even heads back to the lane. He won't.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice for Jabano there. Curious to see what his next item should be. Probably going to be drums into armlet, but as soon as you pick up his phase, easy kill on the Prophet there. We'll see if he does go in Orb of Venom or not. I would like it, I think. He can be a lot more aggressive that way.
Oh, potential race to the rune, or does someone already have it? It looks like the DD is up on Sneaks. Rolo has phase. Rolo will be going down again, tries to bottle up, won't be able to make it. So it's 2-2. They're evened up there. All the kills happening for Phantoms in the mid lane there. Sneaks the Elder Titan, looking to have a good game. 19 CS, 2 kills at 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's destroying. Puck does not even have boots, so that's going to be really painful. But really dominating the mid lane. On the other hand, though, Lifestealer doing just as well in the top lane, sitting at 33 CS, topping pretty much the charts here. In fact, the top 3 farmers are all on the Dire side, which could be worrisome for the Radiant here. Wow.
Chicken MC on the stats. Obviously, Mike Chan himself, so very confident in his own team. Let's check out how is the farming actually doing in the bottom lane. So Theory 26 and 7, and we've got Viking there 13 and 6 on the Troll Warlord. So yeah, the aggressive tri lane is working out. They did get that first split just barely. They're winning in the CS battle down there as well. As Rolo picks up a regen rune, still doesn't have the boots as you mentioned. Definitely is going to hurt him. He's looking to maybe rotate E6. Dream Curl's online, wants to drop it, and maybe looking to get Viking. But Rolo, he's pretty slow right now. See what he can do.
Yep, he is scouted out. Spearbreaker sees him. He can't touch Spearbreaker though. This hero has like 750 health at level 2.
And 5 armor.
Nothing.
It's a little ridiculous.
Yep,
But they
and
will.
7
It's a Dream
stick
Curl on
charges.
2, and Theory will go in and notice they're both low, and they not only do they touch them, They take him out. They get a double kill. Dimitri actually takes the double kill. King Kraken will drop to the tower. He goes down, so make it forward 3. As Puck is down here. They're trying to go on Solimphus. Probably can't say that correctly. Visage will drop Andrew Riley now. He's down here. He has TP'd, use the teleport. 37 seconds. Trying to get Rolo on the backside of this. Theory will be able to get away from Sneaks. Maybe. Let's see if there's a guest Astral. He's got it here in another second. Oh, Theory. I think mistakes may have been made. He's a little too close. The Astral drops. He gets it. Killing spree for Sneaks, so he comes down from the mid lane. Gets a kill. I think the trade maybe goes a little better for Faded as they killed just about everybody, but Faded lost their core as well. Theory there on the Weaver.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, a pretty even trade, I guess. I feel like Crystal Maiden definitely should have gone down there. She's just like running away at her pretty low move speed. I don't know if she had boots at the time, but she's actually really rich right now because she has 3 kills and 0 deaths. So, could pick up her start now.
Yeah,
Her
I mean,
second upgrade of boots, I should say.
Definitely boots. Very important on the Crystal Maiden with that slow move speed. Goes for the urn though, actually, so looking to continue to get kills and just use that urn both offensively and then even to heal up after the team fights, maybe get some pushing done. But the trade, it goes even in the bot lane. However, Jabano up top wasn't bothered by it, didn't rotate. He's still farming. 57-15 right now, so he's pulling ahead, and net worth, even with the 3 kills on Sneaks, he's ahead by about 500 gold right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And goes for a Midas.
It would appear
That's interesting. Phase into Midas. I don't know. I mean, I think I would have probably preferred going Drums Armlet here in this situation. But he's gonna have a Midas. Better be aggressive with it as he TPs down to the bot lane.
Yeah, TPs to fight. Another Dream Coil goes out. Gets 3 right there as the Visage, the first to drop for Phantom Esports. Viking the next. The Geminite, or at least the right click from Theory, will find him there from the Weaver. Sneaks come in, throws the Earth Splitter out. It's long range, gets Dimitri, but it won't take him down, and now he's being dove under his own tower. The Astral returns. He's got a lot of damage in Fest. I don't know if it applies the damage. It looks like Sneaks gets another kill there, picks off a Rolo. As Theory, no! Wow, Sneaks hits like a truck with that Astral. He's already hitting for about 300 damage. As Dimitri looks like he'll be able to scurry away on the Crystal Maiden. King Kraken, though, however, will be slept up here. No level 6, so no bar time. Throws the Aphotic Shield. Should be enough. The charge is coming in from Viking, but Jabano wants to turn this around. Mist Coil goes out to damage. Will dodge the charge as Jabano. King Kraken not so lucky. Soul Assumption not going to do enough, so he'll be able to get away at 7-6. So the trade goes even. Still that 1 kill advantage. Here comes Theory, though, back in it to the fight, looking to chase. The Swarm goes out. 1 point in it, so he's got 1-3-1 as his build right now. Hatarus, though, could be in trouble. He charged in and should be going down here as Puck shows up with that auto attack. Going to clean it up. Theory, though, will drop yet again. He had about 0.5 seconds on his Saguchi to get out of there. Visage gonna drop. Rolo able to take that orb away to jaunt out, but Sneaks once again with the strong backhand takes him out.
What a ridiculous fight. Sneaks up during that entire fight. He's now 6-0, level 11. He was level 11 at 9 minutes into this game, so doing really well there.
Well, it's good for him. It's not good for the other team. And yeah, that got a bit ridiculous.
For sure.
So pretty much standard. 1 point in Echo Stomp, 2 points in Earth Splitter, pretty much what we see. A lot of times you'll just see 2 points in Echo and then 1 point in Earth Splitter because nothing scales on it but the slow duration, which is nice. So you don't really need 2 points in it right away at 11. But Ops for it, it's not bad by any means. I mean, the slow, of course, if it lands, is going to be great. It's a big deal. And let's see, did Jabano get anything out of that? He picks up 1 kill. He goes 1-0-0, back to the top lane farming, 70-15. But if we go to the net worth, wow, I was really expecting Sneaks to be just ahead. Still 600 gold behind as we find him at 4,600 net worth. Sneaks on the Elder Titan at 4,000. And there's our stats.
Yeah. 322 kilometers per hour.
Fast.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, well, Jabano, you know, going right back into top. As you had mentioned, he's going to look towards some pushing here. Puck getting his illusory orb away, just running away from that gank because there are 5 heroes down here for the Radiant. You'd expect the Radiant to do a lot more split pushing because of the nature of their heroes, with the Nature's Prophet as well as the Troll. Nature of their heroes pun.
Yeah, no, I got it. I was on top of that.
But it's actually the Lifestealer who's going to be split pushing here, and looks like he will not get the tower. Oh no, oh man, that wagon almost got the last hit, but Sneaks.
That Siege was definitely trying to step up to the team right now, as Jabano's also level 10, and you mentioned the split pushing, maybe the Radiant should be doing it, but let's check out Andrew Riley. He's got boots, he's got a Midas, so he still needs to sort of get that Shadowblade online. He can't be in the lane as long as Jabano's there. The Nakes can definitely kill him. And the team fighting's not too bad. I mean, you've got a 4 points in Astral, 4 points in Natural Order, Earth Splitter's online, a very high level Elder Titan. So the fighting, maybe not such a bad decision for them, but I hear a charge. Vikings coming in, there's more action on the bot lane. Can they get Dimitri? Only level 3 here on the Spirit Breaker. Did put 2 points in charge, by the way. But here comes Rolo back into the bot lane. Was he just camping it, maybe? 2-man Dream Coil, and they're going to clean him up. Both the supports go down, the Spirit Breaker, as well as the Visage. Oh, even Viking was actually there, too. He dropped. As well, so that's a really big, that's 12-8, 4-kill lead right now for Fated, so the hyper-aggressive sort of fight early and then split push later lineup from Phantoms, I don't know, losing the fight so far, this Dream Coil is coming up pretty big despite Rolo sort of losing that mid lane early.
Yeah, really nice play there, just the good TP there by the Puck as soon as he saw the charge coming in, made his way down bottom because they did have the ward up there, so they saw everything happening, had time to react, and I mean, Viking there initiated, not really initiated, stepped into the fight at like 40 health, and then he got Puck coiled as well as illusory orbed and just went down pretty much instantly, so kind of zero impact during that last engagement.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, let's check out the time. There's been a lot of action, so it's gone fast, but we are at 13 minutes, and he's level 3 on Spirit Breaker. Hero that, it's not that level dependent, but you definitely want 6 early on, because your Nether Strike is so strong early, even if it's like a 10-minute, 11-minute level 6, but here we are, 13 minutes. He's level 3, so, I don't know. Yeah. He's got a long road ahead of him as Spirit Breaker in this game. We'll see what Phantoms can get done. Maybe they'll have to rely here on Andrew Riley's split push, as he does have the Shadow Amulet finished up now.
Yep. Yeah, definitely really wants to get at least level 6 on that hero. It's pretty important. I mean, that's pretty much half your stuns. But, you know, Dimitri, sitting still on his boots as well as the urn. He's 4-0, doing really well for himself right now. And actually, Jabano picking up that armlet at 13 minutes into the game. Pretty early armlet pickup, of course, considering he does have the Midas as well as Phase. But probably looking to continue the action. Dire's looking really good in these engagements. They did have a bit of a rough patch in the mid lane for sure, in the laning phase at the very least with Rolo. But doing a lot better now. Tries to phase shift the Astral Spirit, unfortunately.
It's pretty hard to do. Like, I don't even know. He still
you
has
pretty
just
much can't.
1 point in it, and even with like 3.35 or 3.25 seconds in level 4, I still don't really think you can if Sneaks just decides to leave the Astral. It lasts for 8 seconds. So yeah, I mean, really no hope.
Yeah.
Well, King Kraken there on some rune control. We'll pick up an Invis. Let's check out Abaddon's level actually because of the fighting. He's level 6, and that's big. Borrow time, of course. It's going to borrow some time in these team fights, as it's very appropriately named, as now in the mid lane, Rolo going on to Sneaks. Is there a Dream Coil? Yes, it will be dropped. Sneaks looking to go down here. Visage is there, but he really can't offer anything and has to run. The Earth Splitter goes out and does nothing. It actually just heals up King Kraken some more, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. Did more to heal the other team than it did to damage them, which is kind of funny.
How does the heal work? Does it just give him 35% of the HP that he has max? Like, because it doesn't do damage, it just does the HP percentage on Earth Splitter. I don't know, we don't really need to talk about that, but I'm curious.
Yeah, it's a 35% heal, basically, of max health.
Not too bad.
Yep, can't complain about getting healed by enemy ultimates, but they're going to find the Nature's Prophet actually. Puck going in, the Infest comes out from the Lifestealer, and this should be a pretty easy pickup. Good play.
Almost used the amulet very nicely, because Infest was, of course, was already used. I guess they could have just waited for the Waning Rift. There was no reveal, though, actually, is the point I'm trying to make. But still, Andrew Riley will go down, and I think did he just complete that, or was just about to complete a Shadow Blade before he got killed there? So that's pretty big. It's going to delay it another minute or two, which is nice, because that's really what Phantoms needs to get online right now, that split push from the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, it's really painful. Really nice warding there by the Dire to make sure that the enemy can't really passively farm in their side of the map. So Nature's Prophet definitely hurting there. Crystal Maiden has 6 urn charges. Damn, that's a lot of urn charges.
And a mech, too. Definitely 15 minutes.
Yeah, ridiculous farm on Dimitri here. He's actually ahead of the Troll on the other team. Pretty close to their solo mid hero in terms of net worth, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, if we do check that out, we see a whole lot of red up there. Of course, leading that is going to be Jabano here on the Lifestealer. Well, I guess if you have that, you can't be my friend at the moment. But anyway, 7,600 net worth on the Lifestealer. Then we do find Sneak still doing well, Andrew Riley doing well. They're both at 5,200 apiece. Theory that Weaver in the aggressive tri-lane, 4,900, 4,600 for the Puck, and then the support, like you mentioned, above the Troll and above all the other supports. So Viking having a hard time here on the Troll Warlord. He's pretty fragile, but he does provide a lot of burst damage. And now they're grouping up, looking to push a tower. They've got the Treants, even more Treants come in. The Fortify is popped. They want to defend. Rollo, pretty far back, has the Blink Dagger, has Treads. The Swarm goes out to maybe buy some time, but it's not going to be a lot. The tower goes down, and Sneak's going to go ahead and last hit it. But they're getting the trade maybe in the mid lane. It is just an Abaddon and a Lifestealer, so they don't do too much damage to the tower there.
No, not so much. And they're just going to back off wisely because the entire Radiant team, after taking that first tower, backs off to try to defend their other ones and just push out some of their lanes.
And that's basically what Phantoms needs to keep doing. I mean, they can push so fast, especially now that Fortify's down. There's the Battle Trance. So they really just need to go to the towers, especially if they see someone, like everyone's top. Mid lane, though, we do have a Nake's Bomb in the mid lane off the puck. Jabano picks that up, goes onto a killing spree, wants to continue to dive, will back off as Shadowblade just finished now on Andrew Riley, so looking again to push with the Battle Trance and his Treants. Like, he can pretty much get towers on his own. There's no Fortify. Oh, Courier sniped. The Dire Courier goes down. See if we can find it. We cannot, but I think it's in the mid lane. I saw a ping.
It was right here.
Dimitri's Frog Spiderweb Courier will go down, so I would assume Andrew Riley did that one.
Yep. And he TP'd right out afterwards, so nice play there. Just making sure they do get the kill on the Courier. Because they did have a ward there, so that was good. Blink, really strong. The Blink initiation with Infest on the Lifestealer. Pretty much a really easy kill on a hero that they really have to prioritize right now, the Elder Titan. Who picked up a Ghost Scepter, so definitely does not want to fight too much. But Ghost Scepter, I mean, yes, it does well against Weaver and Lifestealer, but CM ult's gonna hurt. Puck is gonna hurt a lot as well. And yeah, I guess it buys you a bit of time. I would have been happier maybe with a BKB.
Well, Rollo uses the Blink Dagger to blink about an inch to initiate, and almost goes down. Will be healed up though, so maybe a slightly questionable play there, putting that Blink Dagger on cooldown. Especially, they should just wait 10 seconds, I think, for this Infest if they really want to fight. But now here they find themselves in not such a great position. Phantom's looking to capitalize on this. They want to kill Dimitri. They can't, though. Puck goes in, gets a big Waning Rift, and even bigger Dream Coil there. I think he's going to pay for it. He goes down, saves Dimitri's life, who is actually probably worth a lot of money right now. As he is 6-0-6, and they continue to chase Sneaks. Here comes the move speed. Infest damage, not quite enough, but I think Theory should be able to chase it down. Maybe. There's that Ghost Scepter. It's going to come up big right here. Perhaps. He's sitting on about 300 HP, so he should be fine. So that's a smoke up by Faded. And nothing really happens. They actually lose Rollo, who did he buy back here? He did buy back. So if nothing happens off this buyback, if they don't get a tower or at least win the next team fight, maybe a bit of a wasted buyback.
Yep. I mean, they want to just keep up the pressure. Keep this game pretty high impact. Score is 16-9. They are in the advantage right now, as you can really see in the graphs. It's about 7,500, I would say, for both the gold as well as the XP. So a pretty healthy advantage for them 20 minutes into the game. And you can't really let a team with a Nature's Prophet, a Troll, and even I guess a Sphere Breaker in certain regards, although he is only level 4, 20 minutes into the game. But you can't really let them kind of sit back and farm because the split push gets more and more powerful the later this game goes.
It will indeed. So that margin that they are ahead needs to continue to grow. Otherwise, we already saw Andrew Riley was down there pushing the bot lane, forced Jabano to go down there. Then they can't really team fight if they're forced to defend their towers. Or if they're going to team fight, they need to win the team fight and they need to take buildings. Otherwise, the trades really will favor Phantoms. They're pretty far behind, as we saw in the mid lane. They go for a pick off on to Sneaks. The Dream Coil dropped. He wants the TP. Where's the Crystal Maiden? Not quite there. And he will just TP out. There's also that Basher here on Jabano, still in the stash at the moment. So he may, I mean, he's got 1,000 gold right now. He may just be trying to, hey, like an Abyssal Surprise coming out for one big team fight. Like, who knows?
Yep, don't tell him it's in the stash.
I won't. Shut up. That never happened. Nobody needs to know.
I do want to talk a little bit about the Crystal Maiden, who has just now surpassed his solo mid hero in terms of net worth, and pretty much even with one of the carries on the other team. He's sitting at Boots, Mech, Urn, as we had mentioned before, at 1,500 gold once again. Just one of the richest CMs I've seen so far. Like, in Dota 2 in general, in competitive
and
games.
It's Dimitri, so that just makes it that much better.
6-0-6. Is that the best score right now?
Probably.
Yeah, it is.
Hit the tab there.
Yep.
6-2-2 is going to be next there. Sneaks, Elder Titan doing pretty well this game. Has taken 2 deaths. Puck trying to pick him off. and trying to continue to pick him off, but it's not really working out. As Puck, we see 3, 5, and 11, and we did look at the net worth. He's down there in, what is that, 7th place? It's pretty far down, just above the supports and that Spirit Breaker, who... Level 5 now, so, I mean, that ult, even though it's late, it's 20 minutes, he's not 6. Like, Nether Strike's gonna help out a ton, like, still. Like, that stun is really nice.
Yeah, like, what does he do right now? He poses no threat whatsoever to the other team. He just really needs to get that 6. That's the most important thing, on like, right now, in terms of level prioritization.
Yeah, they maybe should just give him a wave, actually, to hit that 6, as... yes, Comcast, we love it. The familiars are online for the Visage here, who has reconnected to the game. He's level 7, so he's pretty much where he needs to be. I mean, of course, more levels the better, but he's got the Soul Assumption nuke, and he's got his familiars, so he's ready to do what he needs to do. And it looks like the Dire may have their sights on Roshan as Faded. We see them heading over there as 3. Jabano is pretty close by, very low. Might have to use this in fast. There's no creep, you can't find any. Ooh, that makes me want to move to Canada.
The medallion going to be picked up, I believe, by... Is it actually? No, they're not going medallion. I thought Abaddon was going to go it, but he looks like he's going to go Soul Ring instead. Works really well with him. Would have helped a lot with the Roshan attempt if they were going to pick it up right now, but... Wow. Viking is just really smiley today. I'm pretty sure most of what he has said in all chat so far has been laughter.
He's a happy guy.
Yeah.
Despite being level 11 at 21 minutes, no BKB, having a really tough game on Troll. And just, we got the item chart up right now. Hadaru's has boots, that's it. Their treads at least. Shadowblade, as well as a Midas up on the Nature's Prophet, so they can split push if they want. They don't have a lot for the team fight though. Visage has levels and dust, that's about it. Phase drums was sort of forcing it a Ghost Scepter with sneaks. Viking working on the BKB still. We've got Theory, although a late Lincoln's, he's working towards it now. King Kraken, the Soul Ring, maybe of Vlad's, but probably the Soul Ring. It's really good on that hero. Dimitri working towards, I guess, Boots tier 2. I'm surprised he hasn't upgraded that. We got the mech, the urn. Rolo, he has the Blink Dagger and the treads that we've known about for a long time. And of course, Jabano, Phase, Armlet, Midas, and working towards an Abyssal, I guess. He's got the Basher. It's been in the stash for a while, so.
Yep. Just waiting on this pause still.
Comcast.
What level is Solanthus actually? He's level 7 now. Yeah. Does have his dust. Gonna be good for the Weaver. What has Weaver picked up actually? He's really poor. But I guess not really. I feel like everyone's really poor in this game except for the Lifestealer really.
Pretty much.
I mean, Weaver doesn't have his Lincolns completed.
I mean,
right?
he's 900 off in an aggressive tri-lane.
21 minutes in. Oh.
Was trading pretty even on the team fights, so yeah, I don't know. It's not the fastest Lincolns, but with that, he's going to be that much stronger than a team fight. Maybe a Nether Strike gets wasted on it or something, if they're not cautious checking out the items there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that they're poor, I guess. It's just that they've been super aggressive, so definitely putting farming aside for the time being. They just want to get at each other's throats and just team fight.
Yeah, if we do check out the graphs, actually, for the last 5-6 minutes, they've completely leveled out. So Phantom's still in a very good position to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to have to play pretty carefully, pretty cautious, make the right decisions, and capitalize on the mistakes by taking structures, buildings, racks, whatever, with that split push and the battle trance. As now the Roche, the game is unpaused. Hopefully it won't get paused again. But, hey, it's not real Dota unless there's a pause. Oh, he disconnects. They're probably like, whatever.
Yeah, this is a really risky Roshan, but I feel like not going to get scouted until it's too late, which is unfortunate for the Radiant, but yeah, they've just decided, you know what, let's micro Visage.
Yeah, that's about all I need.
Too much of a hassle.
I mean, Spirit Breaker's like, I'll play it, I'm only level 5. Oh, he hit 6 now, actually. He has another strike up, and they're going to give a Jabano the Ages, actually, and immediately will hop in at Rolo, so ready for that Nake's bomb. And yeah, I guess they're not going to go ahead and pause again.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're on schedule.
Ping's out on the Troll, actually. He's in a really scary place considering he doesn't have a BKB. He does have a TP, though. Gonna back off now.
Well, I better hurry up.
Oh, wow.
This is going to delay the BKB big time if he dies. He's up to 900 gold, so he's pretty close to that 1300 for the recipe, and they're going to continue to chase. Here comes Dimitri, going to make sure there's no cancel as Viking continues to run. The open wounds will go out. Will he try to TP now? He can't because the Dream Coil hasn't been used, so he's going to die. That delays the BKB. It delays Viking getting into these team fights at all. And yeah, there's the pickoff. And
yep,
the
good play there by Rolo. Yep, smart play holding back his coil there, because of course as soon as he uses it, Troll definitely would have tried to TP out. But they secure the kill on the Troll Warlord. He's going to be down for the time being. We'll see if they try to push mid, because they do still have the Aegis, as they did just take it. It's on the Lifestealer, who denies the tower bottom actually, so nice play there. Getting closer to his missile too.
Riley was pushing it up there, does get a deny, so that's going to be really nice as they continue to pressure the mid lane with 3. We've got Crystal Maiden running around, has a Ghost Scepter actually, so still not worried about boots too. As Andrew Riley goes top, continues to push Dimitri. Looks like he's ready to deal with that, and honestly, with the dust, might be able to even kill the Nature's Prophet.
Strange to say,
yeah, the CM carry doing pretty well here.
Yeah, seriously, that freezing field, it's good. And he's got nothing to cancel it besides just running away, which would probably be his only option. But Dimitri, strong enough as a support, will just use the freezing field to take out the wave, actually. Interesting choice there. Dimitri having fun with it. Just wants to
gotta keep up the farm, you know. Keep up the farm on that carry.
Exactly. See if she gets a Lothar's or a Shadowblade or a BKB to get that ult off. We'll see. There's no sign of the Visage. Still has not reconnected, and I don't know if it's just Faded sort of being nice and not really doing too much to pressure them while that disconnect is happening, but
yeah, I'm not too sure. Of course he does have the Theory does have the Lincolns. Is he gonna? No, they know he's there. He's just gonna wisely back off for now, but kind of a lot more passive right now. I feel like the Dire can be very aggressive right now.
Probably, and here it goes. The Infest goes out, but again, not gonna land. Here comes the charge in from the Spirit Breaker going on to Viking once again. Gets one bash off. That was the first hit bash. So this was pretty nice. Rolo, though, still able to live. Even the Elder Titan ult goes out. Doesn't take anyone. Hotaru's to drop. Make it 2-0 so far. Now Abaddon finally goes down. There's the Ghost Scepter buying some time as Viking comes back. Wants to fight. Will take out Jabano, but of course that's just the Aegis. It was reclaimed in 3 minutes. So it's put to use here. The Lincoln gets popped. No Sprout as Andrew Riley orb to the face will go down. Jabano, meanwhile, rises from the dead. We're back to the undead. Takes out 2 more, it looks like.
Yep, Visage just got 600 gold for killing the CM there. Nice Sprout hitting 2 heroes, actually. They're going to try to do a lot of damage to Lifestealer, who doesn't have the Aegis anymore. They do manage to get the kill, though, on Visage. Running for his life now. The charge hits. Is there an ulti? No, it's on cooldown still, but Japeno actually doesn't get the armlet. On the other hand, Spearbreaker, yeah,
picks up a triple kill. About to beat an Ultra. The TP, it's off a cooldown. He's got a couple more seconds here with the Shadowblade. It should be enough. The bugs aren't going to latch as the team fight goes a little crazy. And at the end of the day, I mean, Faded loses their Aegis. They lose 3, I believe. But I'm pretty sure there were 2 buybacks and 5, maybe 6 deaths on the side of Phantoms as a result of those.
Yeah, huge team fight, and that's exactly what we're looking for these show matches. Definitely a lot of early aggression. And yeah, definitely no one sneezing during that fight, as lots of casualties.
It literally is impossible to do that, though. But yeah, the graphs take a jump after that one. XP goes from 6 to maybe up to 11k advantage now for Faded. The gold, another 1,000 or 2 increase up to about 8,000 advantage for Faded. So they continue to pressure that. They've only lost their tier 1s right now, no tier 2s, and the tier 2s are actually pretty healthy. So yeah, they're doing well to hold on and win the trades. However, they still need to get some more towers. There's all the tier 2s for both teams online, so that's probably good for the Nature's Prophet. Wants to continue to push. As the Abyssal, though, it is online right now. And we'll see if they try to pick up a gem there on Faded, just so that Nature's Prophet can't get in and out of combat.
Yep, a gem would be nice on both teams, really, but there isn't really a hero that they would want to have it on the Radiant, at least, because all their heroes are really dying right now. I guess the heroes with the least deaths being the Nature's Prophet, as well as the Elder Titan. Elder Titan is probably a good hero to put on.
Viking in trouble once again. The bashes come out. Didn't even have to use the Abyssal. Can use it now if he wants to get some more pickoffs, maybe like onto Sneaks or something. Sneaks has the Ghost Scepter, but if you're Abyssaled up and you go down in that time, it's not really going to help. And looking to get out of here is Rolo. Will drop a Dream Coil even to secure this, and misses the blink. So Rolo, some interesting plays as we've got Theory here in the bot lane teaming up with Dimitri. They will take out Andrew Riley on the Nature's Prophet, as Rolo kind of made a bit of a mistake and goes down there.
Yep. I was catching the bottom fight there. Dimitri using a pretty much 6-second ultimate there, the freezing field. 6 of the 7 seconds where he was doing a lot of damage to that Nature's Prophet, and he goes down there. So a big ulti there by Dimitri, securing a kill.
Huge freezing fields.
Yeah.
We do have Theory. So the Lincolns, as we mentioned, was a little slow. I mean, he was an aggressive lane, and it was pretty contested, not a lot of farm going down. But he picks up the Desolator now, so damage online 27 minutes, which is pretty nice timing. Generally, maybe like you want it 22, 25 minutes, but I mean, hey, he's got it now. Hotaru's though, he's getting the levels back. They're actually letting him farm up.
Yeah.
And he's level 9, maybe gonna get level 11. The Nether Strike already. It's been pretty nice.
He's out-leveling Visage. I mean, Visage has been kind of DC'd for quite a bit, but he's back now, as we saw. And yeah, level 9 Spearbreaker, finally. He's got to be happy, for sure. But, I mean, Lincoln's Deso on Theory is going to be really scary. And they have to worry about the Lifestealer.
Yeah, they do. He's got an Abyssal already, so he is a very strong. The charge goes out, will actually be cancelled. Echo Stomp to land on Dimitri. And it looks like it is maxed out, so level 5 there. You can probably hear the planes in the background. I don't think I'm being bombed.
Yeah.
But
hopefully not.
The push continues here onto the bottom tier 2. So looking to take the first tier 2 of the game, actually, and Andrew Riley's up top, looking to get the trade on it, if they can. I don't know, the tower down here is about done. Not going to use the Fortify, because if they do, then Faded would just maybe elect to even push into the high ground right now. We'll see. They go back to defend top, though.
Yeah, surprising. I feel like, I guess they're really scared because of the potential initiation power of Sneaks there on that Elder Titan. Things can be pretty scary if they group up.
Oh, Hotaru's eating the Desolator. He goes down so fast. Theory just bursts him. Earth Splitter goes out very defensively. Now they don't have it for the high ground defense for another 100. Dream Coil onto 2. Viking to maybe drop here the bashes. Are they enough? No, they're not. Theory almost dies there because of them, but the time lapse is going to be nice. And wow, actually they still managed to get him. Nice Echo Stomps there by Sneaks, it looked like, or maybe he was just attacking really hard with the Astral. And Solamthus picks it off with the Soul Assumption there.
Yeah, that was basically like a 2v5 though. I'm not too sure why the Dire didn't really respond with their full team and try to go for a team fight, or just back off altogether if they didn't want to fight there, because they gave away a Weaver kill, which is really big. I mean, he was monster kill, so that's 803 gold going towards a Visage, who had also picked up the kill streak from Crystal Maiden, so Visage is pretty rich right now.
He's rolling dough at 1600 right now.
Yeah. I mean, the CM pickoff was a long time ago, so he must have used that money to probably get his medallion up, or his arcanes, or... Well, he actually picked up his arcanes right now, so... who's going to be going the mech on that team? Probably the Visage, right?
Yeah, I would expect Visage too. I mean, it's not a terrible item on Elder Titan either, but if you get it, you maybe want to go Mana Boots, or at least a bottle earlier on. It looks like he's now trying to go up for the... Probably the Shiva seems to be a very common item picked up here on the Elder Titan. Just basically make him the Aura Man with Natural Order and the Shivas. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I think I'd like AC just as well.
Yeah, it could be that.
It really depends. Yeah. It synergizes as well, kind of. I mean, does Troll still not have his BKB?
Nope.
That's really surprising. He's at 1-8 right now, so definitely not his ideal game. He's only about 400 gold away from it, though, which is nice. But even then, he's really far behind on his items. I don't think they can even fight, even once he has his BKB. Unless it's an opportune kind of up a ramp or something for the other team.
Yeah,
but another kind of hunt going for the Dire, and they catch him. Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure he's been 400 gold away for the last 10 minutes. I mean, they have been hunting him. He's bought back even, so now, again, he gets that back. Now he's at 700 gold, so... Pretty far off, a nice pick off. It combines nicely, the puck and the Nyx, of course. The Blink Dagger was up fairly early despite the tough lane there for the puck. And they pick off Viking once again, and that's their core hero. That's the one role right now. I mean, it's really not. I feel like Andrew Riley's the one role at the moment. But they do need Troll to stand on the front lines for a bit and do some right-clicking. Maybe take one person down before he goes down in the team fights.
Yep. Dimitri there just finishing off the Ancients. Oh, Crystal Maiden. Sitting at 3,000 gold. God. This guy is so rich. He is the 5th highest net worth in this game. Yeah, it's really the CM carry that I'm just completely shocked at and kind of in awe of, I should say. But another Roshan secured, of course, for the Dire. Who's going to pick up the Aegis there? It looks like they want it on Lifestealer yet again. I think that's the right play. Weaver pretty much having 2 lives because of his ultimate, the time lapse. So, giving the second life to the life stealer.
Yeah, and even the Abaddon basically has 2. So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's pretty nice. They're a hard team to even kill down, or to actually kill. So yeah, probably just want to dodge, play really defensive, maybe buy time with the Echo Stomps to get some towers as Andrew Riley does continue to pressure the other lanes. He's yet to take a tier 2, however, so I don't know. I think Faded playing a pretty nice game here. They're way ahead in the graphs, 13k gold, 17k, almost up to 20k on the XP chart, so even ahead in kills it shows, 29-16, that Crystal Maiden carry.
Troll almost getting caught there once again. It would have been really unfortunate. I actually think they could have waited. There was a DD rune in the bot area, and I think they could have waited to just have the puck there with them, then pick it up, and then look to initiate. Because having 3 heroes pretty much with 2 lives, as we had mentioned, as well as having a DD on the Weaver, definitely it's impossible for the Radiant to fight that.
Pretty much. However, Viking does manage to get his 33-minute BKB tread.
Yeah.
So rough game, 1-9-8. Yeah. He's happy though. I mean, he's all giggles there in the all chat. So
that's good. Gotta keep happy. But Faded really don't want any of the split push happening. Every time they see the Nature's Prophet, they're trying to deal with him basically, and having 1 or 2 TPs at least to try to split push or counter push even.
And there's the choice in boots for the Crystal Maiden. Will go with the travel. I mean, he's pretty strong. The Sheepstick now, though, up on Andrew Riley's Nature's Prophet, so Dimitri picks up the travel to deal with it. May not be able to deal with it. I think with the Sheepstick, Crystal Maiden probably going to have to beware. It's going to give a lot of right-click damage, and of course, turn you into a pig, which is annoying. And we still call it Sheepstick for some reason.
Yep. The pig stick doesn't sound as good.
It doesn't sound as good, no.
Just waiting now. I guess Radiant wants to be passive. They want to keep trying to split push whenever they can. Dire, on the other hand, I mean, we're just waiting on them to make the move, really. And I guess the Radiant is too, having 4 heroes just sitting back behind this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. One of only 2 tier 2 towers left for the Radiant here. So, really the tower race is kind of even.
Yeah, it's really not in anyone's favor. It's good for Fada that they are ahead because you're going against a Nature's Prophet. You generally don't want to make tower trades versus that. And they're basically writing the book on that tonight. They're doing really well. They're always TPing back, still managing to do well in the team fights as they are quite far ahead. And we had the BKB picked up here on Theory. He's pretty much been dealing with the lanes, and I think maybe they want to deal with this mid tier 2 as well as the top tier 2. Probably wise to get all the outer towers, because if you do break the base, you can go ahead and get more than 1 lane of racks, and that's going to be amazing going against the Nature's Prophet. Pretty much eases your mind there once you get more than 1 lane of racks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Jabano, raging up, just gonna deal with this tower. His team isn't really in a position to help him if he got jumped there, but he's pretty confident there, sitting at 2,000 health and 2 lives, with the AC finished as well.
Yeah, I don't think the Radiant had any idea, so they had to assume they were there, even though they weren't. The only ward they have right now is going to be on the high cliff, and that's about it.
Yep, they need to just go. Dimitri using his Ghost Scepter just completely randomly. Not too sure why he used it there. But they need to just fight. But once again, another TP coming from the Weaver, dealing with these Treants in the top lane.
Yeah, well, this one makes sense. He's going back top. They want to get the last tier 2 in the top lane, and it looks like the other 4 are going to stick around. There is a team fight. Nyx Bomb goes out in the mid lane. Viking will be abyssal through the BKB, but this charge through by Hadaru is nicely done. Actually saves Viking's life, however. Will he go down? Dimitri will fall. Nice stomp. Andrew Riley comes to fight. Dimitri's on the ground, as well as the Spirit Breaker. But Jabano going to work. Ghost Scepter. Getting a little kited around. Stunned up now by the Familiars. Andrew Riley able to Shadow Blade out of that one. Dust goes off.
Dust.
But I don't know if they're going to continue to chase that. Is this Dimitri buying back? Boots of Travel. The Visage to drop will be bashed up there. Just by the Basher, of course, and an easy 100 there. As now they break the base, 31-17, Nature's Prophet. He's not split pushing right now. He's actually in the Radiant base itself, as there's an AC up on Jabano now. It was an AC for Elder Titan. Picks it up here. Going to help in this team fight if they can defend. They need to defend if they want to stay in this game. The tier 3 drops. Faded Theory, he's bashed up, but it looks like they will be able to get the melee rack, so that's big for Faded right now against the Nature's Prophet, of course. They're still working on Jabano. Will be sheeped up. Aphotic shielded off, however. Can he armlet toggle this? Gets bashed. Doesn't have to worry about it, though. Has the Aegis respawning now. Theory BKB's up. He's going to town. Hadaru's to drop on that. Andrew Riley Comes back off the buyback. TV's up. Dusted again by Dimitri. Looks like they had two separate people with Dust. Dimitri double kill with the freezing field. And that looks to be the GG. They're just going to call it their Phantoms Esports. So Faded takes it at about the 37-minute mark. 36-17, way ahead on the graphs. And that was the first ticketed match of CEVO Season 3. So anyone watching in game, shout out to you guys for already having a ticket. I hope you enjoy the items. I'm Helium. With me was Orbit. Twitch.tv/FMBPDota. But make sure to check out CEVO. And we should have another match coming up for you shortly. So stay tuned for that, whether on the stream or in game.